What the fuck do they got to say now? Shador, 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 Shador. What the fuck do they got to say about them Carolina Panthers now, baby? What the fuck do they got to say? Everybody doubted us. I said it last week that we was gonna beat them fucking Cowgirls. Shador, shout out to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shout out to all of the families, man, that was impacted by breast cancer, man. Thoughts and prayers with you. Big motherfucking Waves live in the building. We are a 500 football team, motherfucker. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. The Carolina Panthers have turned a corner. You see the motherfucking caption in the beginning of this shit. We have turned a fucking corner. And I'm going to tell you why we turned the corner. Because this team believes now. They believe. That locker room believes. There's a different type of intensity that we're playing with. Rico Duato deserves a C on his shirt. That man said before the game that it was going to be problems for Dallas when he played them, and he stuck true to his fucking word. Rico Duato is a fucking animal. I'm telling you right now, that was the best free agent move that we made, was signing Rico Duato. Rico Duato was he was the free agent of the motherfucking goddamn offseason. Signing him was the best back-to-back 200 plus fucking yard games. Is that a record? Is that the first time that's happened? Somebody tell me. Hey, bro, I'm so motherfucking excited, man. I don't know what to fucking do. We beat Dallas in the home of the Cowboys. Hey, all you saw at the Panther Stadium was Cowgirl fans. That's all you saw. That stadium was filled with fucking Dallas Cowboy fans. Filled with fucking Cowboys fans. And we did the fucking unthinkable that nobody gave us a chance to do. Everybody had Dallas picked this week. Every fucking body had Dallas picked this week. And I'm going to tell you guys why we've turned the corner. Because the locker room believes now. They believe in Dave Canales. They believe in Bryce Young. We have to remember something. This offensive line is missing 2 starters. And they are dominating. They look better than the starting fucking offensive line. I'm telling you fucking right now, bro. The Panthers have turned a corner. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now. This team can go to the playoffs. I'm saying it here first. The Panthers can make a wild card, and they potentially can make a run at the division. Think about the next games. Think about the next games. I want to throw this out here. Hold on, y'all. Let me shout out to everybody, man, in the motherfucking chat. Everybody, man, life is just a motherfucking wave podcast. We have just put the back together, back-to-back fucking weeks. I'm going to tell you the schedule, the next 3 games of why we can get 3 games above 500 right now. 3 games above 500. I'm going to tell you the schedule. Here we go. Next week. Hold up. Oh, hold up. No, it's not us. Hold up. No, what? Hold on, man, because what the fuck? Panthers schedule. I'm going to tell you right now. If you beat the Jets, if you beat the motherfucking Jets, the Jets are the worst team in the NFL right now. They're headed toward number 1 pick. They're headed to the number 1 overall pick. The Jets next week, you can be 4-3 next week. The problem, you got Buffalo right after that. But it's in Carolina. I think that we make it a ball game. I think Buffalo wins that game, but I think we make that a fucking ball game. So you're 4-4 through 8 weeks of the season. Then, after that, you go on the road to play a Packers team. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. That's going to be tough. Bills, then Packers, those are 2 tough back-to-back games. But I think in those games, you will really find out what kind of team that you fucking have. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all already know what fucking time it is, man. Life is just a fucking Wave podcast. Hit the share button, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Y'all already know. I'm about to drop the link, man. Open conversation, man, tonight. Anybody that want to fucking pull up, y'all. We going live tonight, y'all. I got my medication. I got my drink. We finna have a motherfucking party tonight. Life is just a motherfucking way. I am big motherfucking Waves in the building. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all already know what time it is, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me the fuck out. You got the Jets next week. You're going to beat the Jets. You're going to go to New York and beat the Jets next week. Now you're 4-3. But to turn around to play Buffalo back at home, because you're at home, we're going to make it a ball game. I think Buffalo will still pull it out because right now I think the Bills are the best team in the league. I think that they are. I think the Bills will pull it out, but the Panthers are going to make that game very, very interesting. They're going to make that game very, very fucking interesting where it may come down to a last-minute field goal for Buffalo to win. But after that, you go on the road to Green Bay. That's another tough ask for 2 back-to-back weeks to go play Buffalo at home, then turn around and go on the road to play the Packers in Lambeau. That's tough. If you can come out of the next 3 games, that 2-game stretch, 1-1. 1-1. I don't know which one you win, but you got to find a win between Buffalo and Green Bay. Green Bay is more realistic. If you're 1-1 after that 2-game stretch, you play the Saints, you play the Falcons, you play the 49ers, and then you're at the Rams. So if you can make it past that tough 2-game stretch where you're Bills, Packers, you can beat the Saints, you can beat the Falcons, and maybe you're 6-6 heading into week 12 or week 13. You're 6-6 at worst. You're 6-6 heading into week 13. That's what you are at worst. Heading into week 13. You're 6-6. If you can remain a 500 football club, you will have an opportunity at the division and you will have an opportunity at the fucking wild card minimum. Wild card minimum, if you can stay 500. Then let's go through it the rest of the way. So the Bills and Packers is a tough stretch. That's a tough stretch. Bills, then the link is out there too, man. For anybody want to pull up, the link is out there. Bills at home, then the Packers on the road. That's a tough fucking stretch. But if you make it past that, you got the Saints, you got the Falcons, you got the 49ers, Rams, Saints, then Bucks. I think, man, fuck. Man. Okay. Let's see, because damn. All right. All right. All right. Jets next week. You win that football game. Bills at home. That's going to be an interesting game, but I'm going to give it to the Bills. Now you're 4-4. Packers. That's a toss-up game, but I think that we can pull it out on the road. I think we upset Green Bay in Green Bay. We always play well at Lambeau. No matter what seasons we've had, we always play well at Lambeau. I think you're 5-4. Then you can beat the Saints. Week 10. Now you're 6-4. Then you're at the Falcons. We always split one with the Falcons. I'm going to give Atlanta that game because we always split one with them. We always split one with fucking Atlanta. I'm going to give them that game week 11 just because we always do it. Now you're 5-5, or you're 6-5. Then you're at the 49ers. I think you can beat 49ers in 49ers. Then you go to the Rams are at home. We may lose that game. You're 6-5 heading into week 15. Then the Saints again. I think you beat the Saints 2 times. Then the Buccaneers. You may lose that game. Tampa Bay always finds a way to win in Carolina. You may lose that game. So now you're 7-6. Then you got the Seahawks. That's going to be a tough game. Seahawks going to be a tough game. You might be 7-7 there. You might be 7-7 there. Then you got or I'm sorry, 6-6. Then you got the Buccaneers to finish the season again. I think you win the one in Carolina. I think that you can finish this season with 8 wins or more. I think that this is an 8-win season. We're already past a quarter of a season already. You're already past that. I think with the rest of the way, we have some tough games left. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The second half of our schedule was way tougher than the first half of our schedule. Way tougher. Omar, pull up. I'm about to pull you up, Omar. I got to get your take on today's win. The second half of the season is way tougher than the first half. I think we needed those. The first 4 weeks of the season, we needed to win at least 3 of those games. I think that we needed to win at least 3 of those games because you don't see Tampa Bay until the final 3 weeks of the season. And in the last 3 weeks of the season are Tampa Bay twice and Seattle. Tampa Bay twice in Seattle, and Seattle is looking like a good football team. Sam Darnold has went to Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba is a real deal. Those last 3 weeks of the season are going to be telling. And then you got tough games against the Bills and Packers, Rams, and then you play the Falcons again. You got potentially 4 matchups against playoff opponents. You still have 4 matchups left against playoff opponents. So I think you can get to 8 fucking wins, though. I think that you can get to fucking 8 wins. We got Christian in the building. Christian, talk about today, man. How did we get it done?
Man, they ran the football. They ran the football with the best running back on the team. I've been screaming for that. Not up here because last week kind of came at me a little bit. But no, I just messing with you now. But Rico has done his job. I said they should have started him from the jump because I said this offense would have looked a whole lot different with Rico Dowdle running it. And that's not to say that Chuba is not a good back, but I've always felt like he's been a backup. And now you're seeing what a premier back is with Rico Dowdle. Um, Bryce Young, I mean, he did a good job. I think there was some things I
Christian, you
didn't
better give
like.
him more than that, man. Bryce Young made some hell of a throws today, bro.
He did, but there's some things that I think that I need him to work on. Um,
Oh, do you hear this shit, Omar? Omar, do you hear this shit from Christian?
Hey,
Now,
Waves. You want to know the crazy thing before you finish? I was
go
actually going
ahead,
to say,
bro.
I was going to say, I think this might have been the best game I've seen in the last 3
Thank,
years.
thank you,
I
Omar.
And
mean,
I'm a Bryce
what's
fan.
going on? What the multiverse is working?
Because Christian,
I was
in
trying to get
losses, you get on us for talking shit about Bryce, but in
because
a
it
win, he
was
just does all right.
but no, he did a good job today, but there were some things that I said, look, because I look, hear me out. I always look to, okay, what's next if the run game doesn't work? What's next? And that's what I'm looking for because Bryce, you got the run game working for you. Because I'm honest about it. When Bryce Young plays bad, I will criticize him. He played good in this game, but there were some things that I look. Sometimes I feel like he shouldn't be thrown in the dirt. It's so many times where I was like, look, you got to make that. You got to make that play. He's open. You're taking it. You holding it a little too long, and he was holding the ball a little too long in certain spots where this drive could have went a certain way, like especially before the third down that we converted for the field goal. I was a little nervous because I'm like, Bryce, you gotta hit him, and then he came back and hit who did he hit? Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting his name? He's number
Uh,
13.
the
Uh,
Hunter
damn,
Hunter
Renfro.
Withrow.
Hunter
That was a hell of a.
Winfro.
That was an
Yeah,
elite
yes,
fucking throw. That
right.
was an
But
elite
see
throw. That
that
was an elite
he
throw,
had,
bro.
but that was when he got back because he had that same throw because the tight end was wide, was open right there. Even though I know he was pressured, but you did the same because I know that he can do it. That's where my criticism was for him in that particular incident. I did like the way that he played. He didn't turn the ball over. That was on Ted. Uh,
Yeah, Ted
But
dropped one, but he
what?
made it up with 2 touchdowns.
Right, he did. But what's concerning me,
Ted McMillan
and
he one of the best wide receivers in the league.
he
He's not
definitely
he's
is.
he's not just the best wide receiver for the Panthers, guys. He's one of the best in the league now.
What?
He's definitely top 10 in the league this season.
And I
He's
think
Right.
definitely that.
and I'm gonna let you finish real quick. I think T Mac he just has to. Still does a lot of stuff that he did at Arizona a little bit, where he kind of
Yes.
takes some plays off. But he's going
Right.
once he shakes that off, I think he's going to be good. My fault, Christian.
No, you good. I just have some concerns
About who?
because I have some concerns because, and I've said, and it's Excel. We got to talk about him right now. I think because of
I
that
think he played
lateral.
okay.
No,
That
that
lateral
lateral.
move, that lateral move was a
I
bonehead play.
I
That was
can't.
a bonehead play.
Ooh, man.
That was a
If we
bonehead
did
play.
not get that field goal, ooh, man, I just
I don't know what he was
stuff
thinking
like
right there.
like
I don't know
stuff
what he was
like
thinking.
that. Just it bothers me a lot because like we got to clean some of that stuff, and also Jimmy Horn needs to be used a whole lot more
Yes, Jimmy Horn right
because
now is our number 2 receiver, if you
yeah,
ask me.
and this
He's
is
our
what
number 2 receiver right now.
there we go. But see, this is why I'm a little concerned with I look. I know we won, but I'm concerned, and I'm having concerns because I'm like, look, man, like, why didn't we make these decisions earlier in the season? Like, we knew we had this stuff,
Yeah. That's
and,
true.
and,
Hey,
and like, and it's bothering me because I don't want to try to sound like I'm Debbie Downing, but it bothers me because I don't want to see a back-to-back wins and then we do a stinker with the Jets, and then we're gonna get pissed off all over again about
hold on.
how.
Let me say this, Christian. Let me say this. I want to say this. Mike Jack got cooked for the second week in a row.
You think that's what I'm saying?
Mike Jack was getting fried all game, and J.C. Horn had 2 questionable pass interference calls on him. Like,
You see where I'm going
those
with
was
this?
questionable. Like,
You see where I'm going? It's
yes,
not
I
gonna
do see where
stop
you're going. I do see where you're
with the
going
defenders
because
that we're playing. It's not
Mike.
gonna stop.
Hey Omar, when I said this last week, you remember because I talked about how Stephon Diggs was cooking Mike Jack, and then last week, what I'm saying, how he looked against Waddle. I'm telling you, man, Mike Jack is becoming a liability. He's becoming a liability. And see, Jace, because of the scheme we run on defense, J.C. Horn wasn't able to move with George Pickens all game
That's
long.
what I'm saying.
He wasn't able to move with him all game
And it's
long.
gonna be the same thing with Garrett Wilson. And you think Brees Hall? You think Brees Hall's not? And look, the Cowboys. Look. I'm being honest.
They're
The
not a good
Cowboys
football
really,
team. Yeah, they're
yeah,
not a
the
good football
Cowboys
team. That's
really
facts.
lost this game more
They're not a
because
good
that
football team.
drive that they had.
Their defense is horrible. Like,
Yes,
I'm not
in
even going
that
to
drive,
lie. Their
the
defense is
Cowboys
horrible.
really should have won the game because there was their drive that they had where they stopped going. They just kept giving the ball to kept throwing it going backwards. Because T.J. Ferguson, I told somebody last week, I said he's gonna be cooking. I said Pickens gonna be cooking, and they were. And we cannot rely on other teams to make mistakes for us to win. And that's the part that I'm trying to get to. That I'm excited, but I'm still there's some things that I'm like that's not a good
Rico
sign.
Duato. Rico Duato is the offensive player of the week this week. I'm sorry, you have to give it to him, bro.
Oh, facts. He is. And
Omar,
this
let
is
me
what that's
go
another
ahead,
point
Christian.
too.
Go ahead. Go ahead and cook your last 2. I gotta let Omar go and Carl
Okay,
D.
go. Yeah, I want, and that's another thing too. Rico Dotto, and this is why I said, man, he should have been the back from the jump because look how much fluid the run game looks with him. Because you got somebody that's attacking that shit. You got somebody out there that know what they're doing, and this is what frustrates me with the team. It's like, why haven't we made these where this has been at from the beginning? Why do we have to start slow? Because we wasted weeks. This team should just be honest with you. This team literally should be probably like maybe 6-1 at this point. Because there's no way. Because look at the games we played. The Jaguars game, they should have won that game. The Cardinals game, they should have won that game.
The
The real
Cardinals game definitely. The Cardinals game
I
definitely.
mean, the only game we really that they should have lost was probably the Patriots game. Every other game they should have won.
Patriots are the real deal. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They for real.
Hey, and the Jaguars, they kind of real. So it's like now them losses look kind of different now.
All right, Omar, go ahead and cook, bro. Hey, Omar, break the game down for me, man, so that it's music to my goddamn ears, Omar. What did we do right today?
I will say, and what's going on, fellas, Waves, Christian.
What it,
I would say, like I said, this was the best Bryce Young game I saw. That interception was not on him. I
it
think he
wasn't.
he managed the game. He hit the open throws, like Christian was saying. He had his usual misses, like Rico Dotto. He overthrew Rico Dotto in the flat there on the third
Yeah.
down that I
Yeah.
think could have possibly set up a fourth and short. I'm not. I think we ended up playing on that drive. But outside of those usual misses, Bryce didn't. We didn't force him to play superhero ball. He was able to stay
Yep.
in front of the chains most of the part. And if
We
that's
were
the
on
Bryce,
script.
if I can get that Bryce to almost 3 out of 4 weeks, I'll be fine with that. Just and that type of Bryce is not elite, it's not special, it's not going to win any offensive players of the week
Managing
probably,
the game.
but it wins games. That's we can the way we play today, we can do that. We can run the ball. The thing about running the ball, I think Greg also said, you got to get explosive runs. You got to pick up 7, 8 yard runs at a time. You can't just get 3, 4 because then that doesn't put
That's
you in front of the
facts.
chains.
That's facts.
To y'all Mike Jack point, I'm a little disgusted in Evero because this is the second year where you let a wide receiver go off on you and you make no adjustments. You
Nah, he
can't. You
did.
have to stop it, bro. You can't. I
Yeah,
know
he
you don't
did.
want JC to travel, but you have to at least do it for a drive
At
because you
least for
can't.
a drive. Yep. At least
And
for a drive.
I think he's not trying to hurt Mike Jack's confidence by doing that, but it's just Mike Jack. He's better against slower, bigger receivers. That's his
Right.
thing. If you give him
Mike Evans
anybody with some,
types.
if you give anybody with some speed and knows how to utilize their size, like a George Pickens does, he's
George
not gonna.
Pickens is a fucking dog, by the way,
Oh,
too,
he's getting
guys.
paid this offseason.
Yeah,
He's getting paid this offseason.
George Pickens is a #1 wide receiver,
He
hands
is.
down.
And I try to tell niggas he been out playing CD Lamb, and he better than that nigga. Niggas don't want to talk about it.
Hey,
I'm
he
just
might be.
saying.
I'm not even gonna
I'm
lie
just
to you.
saying.
That
Hey,
nigga is
look.
different. Cause
Hey,
Greg, he big, bro. He big as a motherfucker, bro. He got speed, breakaway, and that nigga don't drop passes at all. Like he don't drop passes at all, yo. I'm telling you, Dallas. I'm telling you, he probably won't be in Dallas because he's outplayed his contract in Dallas. They're not gonna pay him that kind of money and CD. So he's
oh
gonna
no,
be.
they're gonna pay him this year because you know why? Because him and Dak work way better than him and CD, and
But
they
you've
gonna
already
pay him
paid
money.
CD though. You've already paid
Yeah,
CD.
but
But they freed up.
yeah,
They freed up money that they didn't got to pay Micah
freed up
though.
money.
They ain't got to
Yeah,
pay
they didn't
Micah,
pay
so
Micah, and
they
then
got
they ain't
money to
gonna have
throw
to pay
around.
CD. They ain't gonna have
Yeah.
to pay Pickens so they might give him the contract that Garrett Wilson got. He got like a 3-year, $90 million deal.
So, but go ahead, Omar. I ain't mean to interrupt you, fam. Go
Oh no,
ahead.
yeah. Outside of that, I mean, outside of the offense, defense, it's just I don't think we can go into every game expecting Rico to get 200 plus scrimmage yards. No,
Nah,
you
that's
can't. But I
facts.
think going forward here, I think you got to split the reps between Chuba and Rico almost evenly, if not giving Rico more carries right now. And we just have to continue to run the ball no matter what. The mid game adjustments is something that was better as well. I didn't feel like we ever got out coached this game. I feel like we had an answer for every time
Yes.
they came back. I never felt at
Yes.
no point that damn the Cowboys just got our number. Even when they would drive down the field, it was some good plays they had, but we would bounce back on offense. Like you said, I think we are turning the corner. For me,
We
when
are.
we win games, I want to build on the wins. This was a
Yep.
game where we built on. I think, like you were saying, Christian, we are even. Those Arizona and Jacksonville games you slipped up in the beginning of the year, you made those up these last 2 weeks. So you got 500.
So
Easy.
I'm gonna tell you something too. I think that Fitzgerald is a real deal kicker, man.
Yeah, for
The,
sure.
Pa-
For sure.
the
For a rookie,
Panthers,
yeah.
the Panthers hit on that kicker, man. He's a real deal
By the
kicker.
grace of God.
They've hit on a
And I'm
fucking
happy we
kicker.
went young. I'm so happy we went young because now you got somebody in house for hopefully the next 5 to 7 years that you ain't got to
Facts.
change.
That's facts. That was
That's
a hell of a
facts.
dude. That dude, hey, listen, he kicked the ball today, man, with a lot of composure. Like that 55 yarder that he made, man, that shit still had leg on it, bro. Like that shit still had leg on it, man. Look, y'all, it's just Carl D, you next, bro. But it's just shit that I'm seeing. Like what I'm starting to see now is a football team that actually believes, bro. You can see it in their play. Like, look,
You
the
know what I saw,
defense.
Waves?
What's
We
up?
have an identity now. It took to
Right.
week 6, but we have an identity.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
run
saying.
the ball team. Run the
And
ball first.
and look, bro. Say what you want to say, bro. Think about this. We are missing 2 starting offensive linemen, and Taylor Moton wasn't out there today. And think about Bryce really didn't get touched all game. And he stepped up in the pocket. He made the throws that he needed to make. The wide receivers were getting open. Jimmy Horn was really open all game. He was
He
really
was.
open. He was open all game. Bryce just didn't see him a lot of the time. But the offense looks dynamic because even when you wasn't using Rico Duato in the backfield, he's a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield. you have balance on offense, and then Canales, his play calling that he today might have been the best play calling game I've ever seen him make. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
I
even going
would
to
say
lie.
that.
Today was the best play call game that I've seen Canales call of his career here in Carolina because he mixed it up all game. He got
Well, I
Bryce
will
on.
shoot him some bail though. He
Yeah, go
finally
ahead.
got a running back. And I said this too, and I said this, and I gave Dave Canales a pass. Some things on offense he's not able to run because Chuba Herbert is not that type of. Because you know why we was like, damn, why he ran this play last year with Miles Sanders? He did the same thing with Miles Sanders in the Atlanta game. He did the same play with Rico Dotto, and because he's that type of back. And I think now you're seeing I don't think it's a Bryce and Dave Canales thing. I think really it's a personnel thing. I
I don't
think
want to,
we
Christian. I don't want to hear this shit, Omar. I can't, bro. Him and Big Bro been up here every time we've said something about Bryce Young.
That's what I'm saying.
Or,
I really have nothing bad to say. Like I can't even say
yeah,
anything about the interception. I mean, I would have to be an OD hater, like to find something to nitpick about.
look.
All the stuff he did was just his normal Bryce. So Bryce is going to miss some passes. I know that now. But my thing is, I just hope we know Bryce doesn't have to be elite. We don't need. I don't need Bryce trying to be elite at this point, bro. Just
I've
keep
been
manage the
trying to tell
game.
y'all that forever.
But
Like,
it's
yeah,
hard. It's hard when it's not winning. It's not
man.
when
All
you're not
right,
winning
don't do
games.
that.
No, no, no.
You
But
see,
it's easier to see when you're winning games that I'm can. I know Bryce is clutch in the fourth quarter. Bryce has
I
shown
tried
that
to tell
last
y'all
year in
that
his
shit.
first year. He can
yeah,
come down and win a game, win a drive. We know that. But
he
it's the
can.
middle. It's the middle of the game. The managing of the middle part of the game. The second through the end of the third quarter.
No, but
That
the
scares
start
me.
of the games too. He been struggling to start games too.
True. True. True.
Like
He hasn't started well.
I just think now, like Leggett, man, outside of that, boneheaded play that he made, I think that he played well. He was actually getting separation today. And Dallas
Mm,
does have two. I think Trayvon Diggs is overrated as a motherfucker as a corner. Like
yeah,
he's overrated like a motherfucker at a corner.
Bland is the one that's good, not him.
Yeah, but Leggett, I mean, there was a boneheaded play that could have cost us
Oh,
big time, but luckily it didn't. I think if it did cost us more, it would have more attention on it. But overall, man, I think that the offense is just young. You have a very young offense, and you're trying to find ways to make them motherfucking connect and click. Um, I, I can't say nothing else about it. Carl D in the building. Carl D, what's your thoughts, bro? Carl D, where you at? Where you
Oh,
at, Carl? Go ahead, bro. You
oh
done
my
muted
God.
back up, bro.
And
man.
I mean,
Go
How about
go
now?
ahead, Christian.
go
Oh,
ahead.
we can
Oh,
hear you
go
now.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Let me address the XL blunder. Um, that was on the reason he did that lateral because Rico was yelling at him to give it to him. Because Rico said he wanted to. He had told Canales that he had told XL to give that shit to him because he was in the zone.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
yeah,
But I still don't think that
it still was a
Yeah,
crazy play,
man,
yeah.
but you got
Rico
to
being a
think
good
about it.
teammate. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah. No,
no.
it was. No, it was. I mean, Rico did do it, but you also gotta put yourself in XL shoes on that play. You get ready to get tackled for a negative yard, and you got a teammate that's
That's
open
right there.
saying,
Yeah.
"Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball." So that's
Nah, I feel that. I feel that.
yeah. So
I'm not
that's
giving XL pass for that, man. I'm sorry.
where I am. I mean, you don't have to, but if you was in that situation before, even in basketball, it's just like when you drive it to the lane and you get a double team and you see a player that's wide open calling for the ball, you gonna pass that shit, ain't you?
But hold up, that's different, dog. That's different. This is a whole
I'm just
lateral.
saying.
This is a whole lateral. Like even like and he like I get that he called for it, but you gotta be like, look, dog. Hold up, I'ma just no, cause look at what almost became. It was a mess. Like
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta make a decision. I get that he called for it, but that is on him because you decided to throw it. Just because somebody asked for it, don't mean you got to do it. Like
Nah, facts. That's facts.
no, that's
I mean,
no, that was boneheaded.
I mean, yeah, it was a boneheaded play, but still, though, you got to look at it. Rico was
Omar,
was
pull
going
back up.
open
Omar, pull
sometimes.
back up.
Yeah, Rico was still going off at that time, and XL figures, shoot, let me give it to this man. He'll make it into a positive play. It just
and he
happened the way it
didn't.
happened.
And
So
yeah, and that was the bad. That was the bad
yeah,
decision,
So,
and
man.
he
so
should never
Omar,
do it.
man, how you feel about the defense today, bro? I want you to address that. I mean, I'm sorry, Carl D. I want you to address the defense and how they played today, man, and Mike Jack, because to me, he becoming a motherfucking liability, bro.
Well, well, we got to look at since the second half of that Cardinals game, the defense ain't be giving up hardly no rush yards.
No running. Yeah, you can't run on us. Like
You can't run on them.
I'm not gonna lie. Since Derek Brown has gotten back into form, those other D tackles around him are starting to play good, bro. Like they're starting to play. They're starting to play phenomenal. Like, bro, like Ray with Ray coming back, the line is healthy. All of the big boys, Alshon Robinson today he playing huge. Like you're finally starting to get some production out of those free agent fucking D linemen that we brought in. And your boy Humanera, man, he balled out today at the end. Yeah, he
Yep,
balled out, bro. Humanera, or however you say his last name, he balled the fuck out at the end today, bro. He was causing pressure on he was getting pressure on every fucking play.
yep.
Um,
Oh, and go ahead, Waves. I'm
yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Morick played good on defense. He came up and made some big tackles today. Listen, as bad as the defenses looked early on in the year, I think that they are finally starting to play together as a fucking unit. I think they're starting to play together as a unit. You starting to see the investment that we made over the last 2 weeks. You starting to see those guys starting to make some plays finally. Like you get what I'm saying? You know, Rose Boom has played solid over the last 2 weeks. He's been making some good tackles. Um, what's our other linebacker that we drafted? What 2 years ago? Travion
Wallace.
Wallace. Yeah. Wallace has played. He playing pretty good. The front seven looks good, and I think that's what's been helping us out. Even though all the attention is going to go to the offensive side of the ball, I think that we got to be real about how good the defense has looked over the last couple of weeks. The defense has played solid. Like I said, we've given up some explosive pass plays. Like we really have. We've given up some explosive pass plays over the last couple of weeks. But overall, we've been able to stop the run, something that we've struggled with to do consistently for the last couple of years. But the passing game, again, you know, Mike Jack, I don't know if he's not 100% healthy. I'm not sure what it is, but he's been getting cooked every time he goes against a solid number two, or if the number one switches over there to his side, he's been getting fried, man. Like double fried. Like that nigga is a 6 piece hard. Like that nigga is a 6 piece fucking hard, bro. Like that motherfucker is he getting cooked out there. Like, bro, George Pickens is a hell of a wide receiver, but Mike Jackson was getting fried by him, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it
ain't even
was.
he was getting cooked. And Jason and the ones that he made on JC Horn, bro, Horn was in position. Like the plays that he made, like the pass interference call, yeah, did he tug the arm? He did tug the arm, but it was a quick one, man. That I feel like they could have let go. Like it wasn't it to me, that wasn't a blatant hold. Like he yanked that shit one time to slow him down on the turn. But outside of that, man, like I just think that was a bang bang play, and he still was almost there to deflect the motherfucking ball. Pause. Yeah, Paul. That was a crazy. That shit was crazy, man. That was crazy, bro. Paul. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Hey,
I want to
go ahead,
address.
Carl.
I want to address the guy that says he was worried about the defense and stop and run. He said something about Brees Hall. Seriously, if Connor can't run on us and B. John Robinson can't run on us, you really think Brees Hall is going to do something against this defense? Come on, man.
Hey, man. Hey, look. Did anybody watch the press conference? Yo, Rico Duato told them. He told fucking Dallas. He told Dallas. He told Dallas that it's gonna be a fucking problem when he showed up. That's what he
He
told
did.
fucking Dallas, and he did that shit fucking again. We got nigga nation in the
Uh
motherfucking building.
oh. Oh.
Nigga nation, talk your shit, nigga.
Yeah, what's up with y'all, man? Hey, so check this out. I'm glad we got the win, right? Y'all have to understand and come to realization our defense is trash. Every game we have played, they have scored. A team has scored over 25 points on us. So that's telling you that our offense always has to catch up or stay within the game. So until we sit here and have an actual good defense, we're going to keep getting scored on. We're almost a team that you know for a fact you can score 30 points on us. It's a proven fact. So you can't say that the defense is doing good because they're still getting scored on. They're
Yeah,
still getting
they
points
giving
ran
up
up.
some explosive passing plays.
Fuck the pass
Yeah.
plays. They're still giving up over 25 points a game.
That's because of
You
the
gotta
pass.
fuck the pass. You gotta do something on that defense, period. Because guess what? If the defense keeps playing like this, we're gonna have to rely on Bryce in this running game to do what they've been doing the past 2 games. So you gotta do something on that defense.
So
Right
what do you
now,
do? What do
I
you
don't
do on defense?
I have no fucking idea because it's a shit show. I don't want to hear about that the defense been playing, they've been stopping the run. They're still allowing over 25 points a game. And guess what? If this shit continues, we're going to sit here and hope and pray that Bryce has a game like he had today. We're going to hope that Dwaddle has over 200 yards like he had the past 2 games. We cannot sit here and say that the defense has been playing good when it's been a shit show all year.
They've been making the plays that they need to make.
Bullshit. At the end of the
Man,
day,
yo, Wavez, when we said that shit, you got me up out of here. I said that same shit because we won.
Over the last 2
That-
weeks. Just over the last 2
no,
weeks.
wait a minute.
fuck the
Time out,
last
time
2
out.
weeks.
Wait a
We
minute,
have been getting
dog.
scored on over 25 points the past game. Our defense is terrible. You can score almost 30 points on our ass. So that guess what? We're asking for Bryce and his offense to do more than what they have to do. So
Right.
until you fix this shit, it's gonna be tough. But shout out to Bryce and the offense because they did an amazing job. Ted, you fucked my man's stats up. Catch the goddamn ball. You fucking his shit up.
He scored 2 fucking touchdowns.
I
No,
don't
but
give a
dog,
damn.
You know them
I don't give a
interceptions.
damn.
You know how they treat Bryce when it comes to interceptions.
You
dog.
goddamn
know.
right.
Yeah, but that wasn't on him, and everybody saw that wasn't on him.
Man, no,
he
It
hit that
doesn't
motherfucker
matter.
right.
They're still
He
gonna
hit him in
blame
the
him
goddamn
because
hands,
they're
man.
still gonna blame him because he's the quarterback.
No, they not, man. They not blaming him for this shit today.
You lying to me? If we would have lost today, they would have blamed that shit on Bryce with that interception. You lying to
and
me?
You know it, and you know it too. And
It's
you
a
know
goddamn
it.
shit show. At the end of the day, I'm happy that we are 3-3 because guess what? We only won 5 games last year. We got 2 more games, and then we'll be better than last year. But at the end of the day, if you cannot fix this defense in a short period of time, teams are going to constantly score over 30 points on us, and we're going to sit here and try to rely on our offense. We don't know if right now it does look like our offense could keep up, but I'm tired of keeping up. How about we focus on the defense?
I don't think they can keep up because
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why they can't keep up. There's key moments where you can see where they cannot keep up. When there's a play that needs to be made, this offense is still. It's because of Rico Dowdle's so explosive that he just makes it go. That's why I said this is the difference between having a premier running back and a mid-tier running back. Chuba is mid-tier. You got Rico Dowdle, he's a premier running back, and you seeing what he can do.
He
And
balling.
because that's what I'm saying. But see, I'm just trying to tell you, but hold up, Waves. I gotta get on you because when I said that defense played, they made plays and they did what they were supposed to do against the Cardinals. You came up here and you got me up out of here. You kicked me out. And now that we would have won, you didn't kind of gave them a pass. It's like,
No,
hold
I'm
up,
not
wait
giving them a
minute.
pass, bro. Listen, I'm not saying it, bro. I literally clearly said that we've been having a corner that's been getting cooked all game. I
No,
said we've
no,
been
I know
doing
you
better.
said that.
I just said that we've been getting better against the run. I didn't say that the defense was perfect. Didn't say that at all. But think
Overall,
about
the defense is still terrible. It's still
yeah,
showing.
no, right. They still have a lot of fucking like room to grow. But what I'm telling you is that, bro, even with them giving up as many points as they've been giving up, they've also made some big plays for us. Like the more you starting to see guys flash a lot more. The first 5 weeks of the
I agree
season,
with that.
you didn't see guys flash like this. You saw Morig show up his name got called about 5 or 6 times in that fucking game. You
I agree
seen
with that.
Umanera, the young boys that you just drafted this year. You got to remember something. This defense is young as fuck.
You
Everybody on the
yelling.
defense is under the age of 25 fucking years old, bro. The defense is young as hell. So Derrick Brown has gotten back into shape. Remember, he missed an entire year. First couple of games, he was trying to work his way back into playing shape and get back to the state. He's back now. Now you're starting to see Alshon Jefferson. Not Alshon Robinson. What the money you spent on him a season ago, the money that you spent on these defensive tackles, these guys are starting to show up. That's what I'm saying is that the defense still has, nigga, a mile to go, but they're starting to make some fucking plays for once. Roseboom making plays. Niggas that I never even fucking heard of making plays. We need that. Like, you have to keep building on that. But what I'm saying to you, that it's good to know that my offense is able to go down and score fucking points. That's something we ain't been able to do.
But I have yet to see our
that is
defense
true.
hold I have yet to see our defense hold our opponents under 20 points. So until that
They're not ready for that yet. They're not there yet.
I gotta push back. They kind of did, because if you think about it, they actually did, because Bryce did throw those 2 picks, which gave them short field position with that. So they have done that technically. They did do that. And then they did it technically with the Jazz game. But
fuck a technically. I don't give a fuck about the technicalities. We need to understand that at the end of the day, until you can sit here and show that your defense is progressing, which I have not seen yet when it comes to the points. Until I see that, I'm going to give them a hard time. I really appreciate. I'm glad we won.
But you said some shit about Canales though. Canales been on fire these last 2 weeks.
It's only 2 weeks, bro. It's only 2 weeks.
Let
the
all
whole
we
year
got to
play
go
out.
over.
Let the whole year play out.
You was talking shit about him,
with
nigga.
you? And I'm still talking shit about him. I ain't said shit about Canales. I ain't said that he good.
You ain't saying that now, motherfucker.
Nigga, fuck Canales.
Nah,
fuck you talking about?
That. Nah,
He's still an
fuck
incompetent coach.
I don't
Fuck
want to
is
hear
you
that
talking
shit.
about?
You call that
Fuck is
nigga
you talking
incompetent.
He
Now
is
you praising the
incompetent.
nigga. Now you don't. Now you praising the results though. He calling the
Nigga, I'm
plays on
talking about a
offense.
team win, nigga. I ain't
He's
saying nothing
calling
about
that.
no Canales. I ain't saying nothing about no fuck Canales.
Yeah. You've been
Canales
talking
still
shit.
incompetent.
He's calling
still
your
incompetent.
plays. He's
He's
calling
still
your plays.
incompetent.
He's calling
He's
your
still
plays.
incompetent.
Man,
Fix your
man.
defense.
Come on.
Hold,
Come on, man.
Fix your
No,
defense.
Christian, I don't want to hear that, man.
Fuck is you
Canales
talking
been on
about?
fire the last 2 weeks. Give my coach some respect. Give him some fucking respect.
What time I wait?
Give him some fucking respect, bro.
Well,
I'm not about to give no man respect until he know what he doing around the whole team.
You don't know what you doing.
Fuck is you talking about?
Doing.
Fuck is you talking about? You want to sit here and praise a motherfucker who only know one side of the ball? Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's all he was brought here to do.
You are a head coach. You are a head coach, nigga. You are a head coach. You are a head coach. You run the whole fucking team, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
God, man. Ain't no fucking way. No fucking way.
But wait a minute. Hold up.
Bro,
now,
this is Christian. I don't want to hear. If you say what I think you about to say, Christian, I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Don't do that, because
go ahead, bro.
Go
ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Did we not? I love the wins, but did we not play 2 of the worst defensive teams?
I knew you was gonna say that shit. I knew you was gonna say that dumb shit, bro. Hey, bro. Omar, pull the fuck back up, man. Pull back up, Omar.
I like the win.
I knew you was gonna say that shit, bro. I knew it.
Honest though, we gotta be honest though.
Christian, come on, bro. We been the bottom of the barrel for 3 fucking.
Dude.
What?
I'm trying to save y'all.
We was one of the worst offenses in the league, going against one of the worst defenses in the league.
Look, I'm trying to save you niggas from the shit that I don't want y'all to go through the same shit I do this to myself. I'm not letting myself do it this year. I'm not doing it. I'm not finna do this shit again. I'm not doing it. Like I said,
niggas is hypocrites, man.
I'm not being hypocrites.
Niggas is hypocrites, man. Nigga Nation is a hypocrite, and Christian is a hypocrite too. They're both hypocrites. Because these niggas the last couple of these niggas was talking so much shit about Canales, bro. Y'all was talking so much shit about Canales, bro.
I shot him some bail. I said he was not able to run certain plays because Chuba's unable to run those. I gave Jay Canales for that.
No, they was not saying this, y'all. Can somebody in the chat tell this nigga he did not?
No, I did say that. I said that on here before
Carl
Nigga
D,
Nation came
tell
up
this nigga
here.
is lying, bro. This
I
nigga is
came up
lying,
here.
Carl D.
Yes, I literally said that before Nigga Nation came up here. I said
No, I'm talking
they
about the
cannot.
last couple of weeks, what y'all been
Oh
talking
no
up
no
here
no,
with
but
Big
no but
Bruh.
no but I even said no.
Man,
I
Big Bruh need
did
to
say,
pull up, man,
but
because
time out.
I
I
got some
did
words
say
for
a
him.
couple weeks ago. I said Dave Canellis when it came to running back. I've said this that as far as a certain thing plays, he's not able to run.
Man, pull the
I've
fuck
been
up.
stated that. I've been stated that's something that, but I give Dave Canellis
All
when he
right.
deserves the credit. I give it to him. I said that he did a good
All
job this
right.
week
Tell all them
and
Cowboy
last
fans
week.
I said fuck them.
All right, man. See,
Let me address Christian real quick. Christian, you talking about some you want to see it against better competition. You play who's on your schedule.
Tell them again.
I get that, but when you
Nobody
get,
had us
but hold
winning
on,
this
time,
game today, though,
but
bro.
no,
Even as
but
bad
hold
as
on,
that,
and
even
but
as bad
to
as
push
Dallas
back
defense
on
was,
that,
nobody had us
but
winning the game today.
but Carl D, to push back on that, that's fine. Play who's on your schedule, but when you come up here and you start crying and whining and complaining when you get your ass buzzed by somebody real, don't come up in here and talking about. I'm gonna say the same shit you just said to me. You play
Come
who's on your
on,
schedule when you
Christian.
get your ass whipped. No, because
Christian, bro,
I'm
just take
not
the
trying to.
accountability, bro.
No, I took the accountability, but no, nobody's being honest around here. We're not being honest. Like, come on, I get it that I get it, I
I
understand, but
just said that we're turning the corner, Christian. I'm not saying
we
that
can't say,
we're going
dog.
to the Super Bowl.
But
What
I
what what
didn't
is the
say
title of
that.
somebody tell me what the fuck the title
I,
of my live said?
I can't say
I
you
said that
turning
we
it
are turning
around.
a corner, bro. We are
I
turning a corner. And
I
bro,
can't I
bro,
can't
I'm
say that,
telling you, I see it different, bro. It's certain things that I see. If you know the game of
man.
football, bro, and you know the NFL, which everybody up here is super knowledgeable, but it's certain things that you look at, bro, when you talk about teams that have been down in the dumps for years. These are the kind of games. Think about it, bro. Dallas has came here and beat us 3 years in a fucking row. Like honestly, bro, I think we were like, what are we, Carl, against them over the last 6 times? Were we
But their
like
defense is
one, one,
terrible.
and one
Like,
and five against them the
but
last six
dog,
times? You you
yeah,
you you
but
basically came. They basically came here. It was a home game for the Cowboys. It was a fucking home game for them, bro. Like
but
today
come
was
on,
every time they come here, bro, and I'm gonna call the Panther fans out about that shit because nigga, that stadium was filled with fucking Cowboy fans as it always is. The Cowboys fans here have a big ass fan base in Charlotte, bro. They got a big ass fan base here, bro. My whole family Cowboy fans. Like they got a big fan base, but think about it. Everybody, what Dallas did to the Jets last week and how they've played all year, nobody had us winning this game, bro. They came here. We've played good at home this year. We've struggled on the road. I get it. But think about it. We started the season 0 and fucking 3. We were 0 and 3 to start the fucking season. 0 and 3 to start the year.
no,
The
it was
Panthers
0
of
and
the
2.
past, you were 0 and 2 to start the year. Then you went 1 and 3. Yeah, you wanted to then you went 1 and 3 to go there. All of the Panthers teams from the past, we were not coming back for that, bro. We put together 2 back-to-back really convincing wins. Granted, we played a bad Miami Dolphin team, Cowboys team that they're better than probably what their records say they are because Dak has been playing at an MVP
Offensively, they're
level this
not
year.
good. I mean, defensively, they're not
But
good. But
defensively they're terrible. But again, they can score a lot of points. Hell, they scored a lot of points against us today. But before defense that
man,
has not been able to stop anything. Like our defense has struggled. Everybody's been calling for a gyro job. Everybody been saying this, that, and the third. But for them to do what they've done over the last 2 weeks, bro, and stay in this shit and stay competitive when the whole world is just doubting you, you getting dropped in the rankings. Nobody has respect for you as a football team. Everybody think that you're a pushover. Everybody doubting Bryce Young. You injured your 2 offensive linemen. 2 of your starting offensive linemen are out for the season. Damn near. They probably won't be back. If they do come back, your boy, the guard, he might come back before the center do. So the whole point of Robert Hunt might come back before what's his name? Brady. What's his name? Brady Christensen.
Brady Christensen is
Yeah,
gonna come back before Robert Hunt.
yeah, Brady Christensen before he come back. So again, you're in a situation where you really didn't have nothing to fight for. Bro, Canales has kept this team together. They keep fighting. And as young as this team is, every time I watch the Panthers play, I really look at us and be like, bro, we have probably like 5, 6 rookies starting at critical positions, bro. Really think about that. We have rookies starting at probably like 6 critical positions. We have rookies starting at defensive end. You have rookies starting at wide receiver. You have rookies starting at. You got some rookies starting at linebacker. You got rookies starting in the back end. Like, you get what I'm saying? Latham at safety. Like, guys, you have young players starting at a lot of key positions, and you really don't have star talent. You don't. Like seriously, guys. 100. I had, based off of the schedule, I had the Panthers winning maybe 7 games this year. You can go back to my old videos. I had us winning about 7 games this year with the schedule that we had. I thought that we could get a bunch of wins early, and I thought that we could do solid or decent enough in the division. That was my prediction for the Panthers this year. We started the season, lost to 2 teams that I feel like we could have beat. Well, we should have beat based off of the caliber teams that they were. You really haven't dived into division play yet, and you're sitting at 3-3. You know, you were 1-3. You won 2 back-to-back games, but you got to show that you can win on the road. You play next week against a very bad New York Jets team. The New York Jets will have the #1 overall pick. They may not even win a game this season. Like, they may not even win a game this year. They might go 0-17, 18, whatever, how many games are the Jets. You can beat that football team even at their house. You're going to beat that fucking team, and then you got 2 tough-ass games after that. You got 2 tough-ass games after that. You got Buffalo at home. I think we lose that. I think we play Buffalo tough. We will play them tough in that game because we're at home, so we're going to make it a ball game. But I think you lose that game off a last-minute field goal or last-minute Josh Allen drive. I just think that our defense is not going to hold up against that Buffalo Bills offense. Like, I think we're going to struggle with that. So I think you lose that game, but then you go on the road to play Green Bay in Lambeau. That's another playoff team, top NFC opponent. I think you win that game in Lambeau Field. Every time we go to Lambeau Field, we play that team fucking tough or we come away with the win. Like, we play them. We either play them a tough game that came down to the end or we play them with the win. I think you can go and beat Green Bay. Then after that, you got the Saints, Falcons. You dive into your division play. I think that the Panthers, if shit falls their way, if some shit fall their way, I think that this team can get 8 wins with the remaining schedule. I think we can get 8 wins. I don't know if that's good enough to get a playoff opportunity, but the NFC is kind of weak. If you really think about it, it's top heavy. It's top heavy NFC. The Eagles look beatable. The Eagles look beatable, even though they've won. They're 4-1, whatever their record is, 4-2. They look beatable. They have some problems going on. I think the most dominant team in the NFC right now are the Lions. The Lions are the most. They're hitting on all cylinders. They've got Aiden Hutchinson back. They look like a different football team, even with them losing their coordinators. The Lions look like a real threat. And if they beat the Chiefs tonight, the Lions may be one of those teams. Remember, they were a game away from it last year. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, look, right now they're running the division. They're running it. You're going to have to at least beat them one out of those last 3 weeks. You're going to have to beat Tampa Bay one out of the last 3 weeks. One out of the last 3 weeks, you're going to have to beat Tampa Bay. But let's just say they finish with a better record. They win the division. You could be potentially fighting for an 7-8 playoff spot the way things are shaking out in the NFC. I think the Eagles will still win the NFC East. I think the Rams will win the NFC West. I think Tampa Bay will win the NFC South. I think that Detroit will win the NFC North. Yeah. Those are my division winners. And I think the wild cards and the wild cards are the Commanders,
Packers and Cowboys.
Packers, and Cowboys maybe. But I don't think that I don't
Even
know.
the Commanders,
I don't know.
I don't think they make it either.
I don't know.
The Commanders have a tough schedule, and
I don't know.
I don't think they make it. I think,
But I think that there's room. I think that the Falcons are still a year away. I think the Falcons are still a year away. I still don't think that they're a legit threat yet. Are they getting there? They are getting there, but they're still a year away. They still have some weaknesses. Penix is still promised to make some mistakes. When Penix is good, he's great, but when he's bad, he's bad. So I think that they're still a year away. I think if the Panthers can keep playing and doing what they're doing right now, running the ball well. If you're running the ball well, that does everything for Bryce Young in this offense. That does everything for Bryce Young in this offense. You don't need Duato to get you a 200-yard game every game. You don't need that. But he should still see the touches like he's going to run a 200-yard game because he's just that dynamic. And then even when Chuba comes back healthy, yeah, you work him in the mix. You still work him in the mix because you're paying him a lot of money. You're not paying him for him to be sitting on the bench. You're paying Chuba a lot of money. He has to play. He has to fucking play. You're paying him way too much money.
That's the problem right there.
Yeah, but he's going to have to play. But you also stick with the hot hand. If he's getting outplayed, then Duato will still eat majority of the carry share. Like that's still easy, but he still got to get his reps because ETN has looked pretty good with the times he's run the ball. I think you got a clusterfuck at running back right now.
I just me personally.
I think you have really 3 capable starting running backs in your running back room right now. Chuba can start, Duato can start, and I also think that Dallas could start depending on the team. And ETN is turning into a starting caliber running back. He's starting to break runs.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I just think that the running back production is a whole lot smoother. Even when Rico gets in the game, that he played other defenses, he just looked more smoother and explosive. And
I can see that. I mean, I respect that. I respect that.
And I just, like I said, I'm not, like I said, I'm answering people in the comments as well. I'm not being a Debbie Downer or nothing like that. Like I said, I'm not doing it to myself again when it comes to this. I get about turning the corner, but I think, like I said, we got to be honest about the 2 teams that we played. I just would like to see us do the same thing, and I have no problem with coming up here being wrong. If they come up here and they do that to real teams,
you're going to be tested. After this game, you're going to be after this Jets game.
But that's what I'm saying.
You're going to be tested. You're going to be tested.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. We're going to see, but I'm just saying, like, what are you going to do? Like, because, like, I'm just being honest about these games. Dallas really lost the game more than we won the game because they did bonehead plays. They stopped going to Pickens and TJ Ferguson. And that's the point that Nigga Nation was making. Like I get what
I see what he's saying about Nigga Nation was talking about the defense, man.
But I know, but I think that's what he was really saying. But he just came off a little strong. But that's what he really was meaning. And I understand that because, like I said, I had the same concerns. Because like when I was saying the defense made plays for us to win at the beginning of the season, I was getting killed for that.
Man, that's not what we were saying, bro. That's not what we were saying.
But
we all knew up here, Christian, that the defense has been bad. Like I think we've all knew that. Right, my problem with y'all two is you and Nigga Nation of why I'm upset with what y'all saying today is that, bro, you cannot say that Canales hasn't done well over the last 2 weeks. Like with the play calls. The play calling is way better than what it was to start the beginning of the season.
I'm not about to judge a motherfucker off 2 games, nigga. I'm judging a motherfucker off the year. That's what I'm judging it off of. That's what I'm judging it off of.
For these 2 games.
I'm not. Listen, bro. I'm going to focus on judging this motherfucking team in a year, at the end of the year. I don't give a damn about what you did the last 2 games. I need consistency around this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying, Wade.
Yeah, I'm not
about to say and give a motherfucker credit because he done called plays good the past.
But you giving Bryce credit though. But you give Bryce credit though all the time. You even when that motherfucker sucking it up, pause. Y'all still was fucking giving him credit. When I was on his ass last week, pause again. Y'all motherfuckers was sitting up here, bro. Stop blaming Bryce, making all these excuses for him.
Last week,
but you won't give Canales credit.
I didn't say nothing last week. You asked me
Listen,
last week.
I
Oh,
gave
you mean
Y'all
motherfuckers
niggas is
credit. We got the
hypocrite.
win.
Oh, you talking
I
about the week
gave. I
before
said
that?
You a
niggas got the
fucking
win.
hypocrite.
Okay, you might be
Congratulations.
talking about.
You want me to sit here and judge a nigga off two weeks of playing calls?
You
I
were
don't give a
judging Bryce
fuck
Young
about
game to
that,
game.
nigga. I'm gonna sit here and judge him off the year, and that's just what it is. You get mad at me because I don't fuck with him. Don't get mad at me about that. It is what it is. It's my opinion, nigga. I don't fuck with him right now. Let me be the judge of it. The fuck?
But he was supposed. But my thing is this: I'm not gonna lie. We were supposed to win these 2 games because their defenses
Oh my
are
God,
not
Carl, do you
good.
hear these niggas, man?
I don't know about
but
Yeah, I
supposed to.
hear
We don't know what
Can
the
y'all hear
words are.
we
these
supposed
niggas,
to
bro?
win.
Listen, we are
These the
scarred
games we're
fans.
supposed to
We are
win.
scarred, fucked up fans.
What?
We don't know how it feels to feel how it feels to win right
that's
now.
what I'm.
We're fucked up
I'm
right now.
trying to tell
So
you.
for us to win back-to-back games, it
Hey,
feels
bro.
good. But I don't know
Y'all
how to
niggas.
take this shit right now. It is what it
I'm gonna tell
is,
you how
I
to
and it
know
take
how
is
it.
to.
what it
I
ain't
know
gonna
how to
be.
take
Hypocrites.
it. I know how to take it. I'm tempering.
Y'all niggas
I'm
is
doing
hypocrites,
exact. I
man.
am tempering, doing what they. I'm David tempering my
No, get the fuck
expectations.
Christian. I can't believe you, man. Like I
I'm
really
being
can't
real
fucking
with
believe you,
you.
bro.
I'm
And,
being real.
and,
You
and
know
nigga,
I'm
I
not
expect this type
lying.
of shit from nigga nation, but from
But you
you,
know I'm
I don't
not
expect this type
lying.
of shit.
But dog, you know I'm not lying. You know we did the same shit with Matt Rule. Matt Rule got a 3-0. We was coming up here all hype
Oh my
excited.
God, these niggas,
But
man.
but dog, you know I'm not lying. I'm just trying to save niggas from the destruction. I'm trying to look. I'm not telling you shouldn't be happy. I'm happy too. But
He said
look,
save niggas from destruction. Bro, we've
I'm
already
trying to
seen
save
destruction.
y'all.
We've already seen it.
I'm
Bro,
trying to
we've
save
already
you
seen
from this
the worst of the
heartbreak.
worst. There's no worse we can see.
Yes, it
There's
is.
no
And
worse
I'm
that we
trying to
can see,
save you
bro.
from the heartbreak.
We're
I'm trying to
already
save
better than what we were the last 2 fucking years, bro. Like
man.
already. Like already. We just in week 6 and
Bro,
we already better than what these this is the best start we done had in the last fucking 4 seasons. Like we're already
bro,
better than what we were this time last year, bro.
I get that, but I
Carl D, I can't
understand
believe
that.
these niggas, Carl.
I,
Hey,
I
I
can't.
hey,
but no,
Christian, can
I
you at least
understand
be?
that.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I no, but Carl D, I understand that. I'm giving credit, but what I'm saying is, I'm like, dude, we played 2 bad teams, and I get that. I get that. Playing somebody in your schedule, but like
But do
those
you know
4
who we
weeks, they
lost to,
don't
bro?
go away.
We got
They
blown out by
don't
the
go
Patriots.
away, bro. But
This nigga
I
said
get
2
that. But
bad
there's other,
teams.
bro. I get. This for me. I'm sorry. Like there's things that I'm like,
Hey,
where was this
Waves, we're
like
not
week
bad
1,
team
2, and
now,
3?
so that's they can't say that.
All I'm
Man,
saying is this, because this is my whole point about what Christian is saying. Bruh, him and Nigga Nation, Big Bruh, and I know Big Bruh at the tailgate right now. That's why he not up here, man. So he out there drunk as fuck. But let me tell you though, you cannot say from the first 4 weeks of this season, we talked about on this podcast of how bad and how much we still look like the same teams from years prior. Go look at the videos, guys. I saved my videos. We can go back and you can hold these niggas accountable too. Everybody that's watching this shit can hold these niggas accountable too. Go back and look at it. These niggas were on here talking about the play calling of Dave Canales. They were talking about how bad the defense looked, as we all were. They were talking about those 2 things in specific. Now, this week, when we actually have played complementary football, where the offense has helped the defense after coming off a game in the New England Patriots game where we were terrible on all 4 phases of the fucking field. All 3 phases, special teams, defense, offense. We was bad on all those. Now this week, where Canales actually looks competent, these niggas don't want to give the man no credit, bro.
I
It's
gave him credit
I
for
can't
but
doing what
it's
he's
respect that,
supposed
man.
to
because who we
do.
played.
I'm
Remember,
not saying
Waves. It's because who we played against. We played bad
oh,
teams.
I'm not saying you got to crown this man. You don't got to crown him the savior. I'm not saying the nigga is the savior. But just say that, bro. For once, the team is actually listening and doing what the fuck he's been talking about in his press conferences.
But I
Like
gave
at
him
least that
respect though. I gave him
for
props
back-to-back
for.
weeks.
I gave him like, bro. I'm not about to kiss his man ass. I gave him props for back-to-back weeks of doing what he's supposed to do. They're two bad defenses. You're supposed to run the ball against two teams that cannot defend the run. Like, bro, I can't believe we got to this point where we out here not noticing that. Like, yes, like, they're supposed to. They going against two teams that cannot defend the run. If Dakin Ellis came out there and he didn't do that, you should be upset with him. He did what he's supposed to do. Like we're not like at some
But
point we
there's no
can't be giving credit,
expectations for us, Christian.
bro.
Like how can you say
Dog,
that
you a head
there's no
coach in the NFL,
expectations for
dog,
us, Christian? So
bro.
you can't say that we went against
Bro,
bad teams because we weren't even able to beat the bad teams at the beginning of the season.
bro.
We wasn't even able to beat them then. The games that we should have won, the games that I had circle as wins, we didn't win them.
But that's the point. But that's the point I'm talking about. That is the whole point. You're proving my point even more. That's the inconsistency that I'm talking about. Like it's not about. It's not a corner that's been turned. A corner that's been turned. If they win a lot of the games after that San Francisco game, get into Atlanta, and they have a winning record at that point, then I'll come up here and say, hey, Dave Cannella's doing a good job. But until then, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna give you that. No, because we've done the same thing with Matt Rule. We did the same thing. Like that's
what
the
if
part
you're
I'm talking about.
what if you're 6-6 heading into week 12? Well, heading into week 13.
But I get that. It just depends on how we look. Like to me, we look like a consistent team. One moment they want to do this, one moment they doing that. I can't be impressed by that. That's not a line of consistency. It's something that ways that you preach is consistency.
I agree with that.
Something 2 weeks, that's not consistency. Consistency is doing it for 8-10 weeks. That's consistency. That's what I'm talking about. I have no problem. No, I get on Bryce Young when it's time to get on him. But
you really don't. You really don't.
No, because I did not get on him because this team wasn't doing the thing they need to do. They're running the ball now. They're running the ball, and the offense is running fluently. And then if he makes mistakes now, I got a problem with Bryce Young, and I called him out for that because the offense is running. And you're making mistakes. I call him out for that. When the offense is not running and it looks a mess, how could you blame the quarterback? He still got to find ways. It's just like with Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner's telling the quarterback he got to look for the check downs, but there ain't no check downs because he's getting everybody's coming at him. He got sacked 8 times.
And it's no different than I got on Bryce Young last week. Stupid ass sitting here, fumble the ball. Stupid ass threw an interception the next play. Holding motherfuckers accountable. Right. You gotta hold motherfuckers accountable. I want to see consistency throughout the year. I don't want to see off 1 or 2 games. I don't want you blowing out a team 30-0, and you get blowed out the next week 30-0. I want to see consistency, nigga.
That just happened 2 weeks ago. And now we talking about turning the corner. No, we ain't turned no corner. We just got our ass beat 2 weeks ago, and there's no corner that's been turned. No, if they give me 8-7 weeks consistency, then you will have no problems out of me. I will come up here and give Dave Canella some props. I'm not giving him no props, and you just got your ass beat after you played a real team and you played 2 teams back to back. That defense not good.
I'm giving Dave Canales his props as soon as we win over 5 games. Soon as we win over 5, we got 3 more games. Soon as he wins that game, the 6th game, I'm going to congratulate this motherfucker because guess what? It's progress from last year. That's all.
Facts. And that's all. I don't think we're wrong. Nigga Nation nor me are wrong for feeling that way because has this franchise even given us the type of consistency and decency? Like, bro, we can't keep like,
bro, you're talking to the person who's lived that. I lived the inconsistency as the Panthers. What I'm saying, damn, they said Fred Warner dislocated his ankle, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
he done. He done for the year. I saw the
Hey,
image.
hey,
He done.
hey, Wade.
Go ahead, Carl.
What it sounds like to me, as far as Christian is, he said he's going to wait a few weeks to see what we do. I'm about, from the way he's talking, I'm about guaranteeing that even then he's going to look at the opponent we played and beat, and he's going to say, well, y'all played a bad team. I want to see it against a better team, and then I'll be on board.
No,
This
because
is all.
no, at
Hold
that
on,
point,
Christian.
no.
Because let me say this. I've been probably anybody that know Big Waves, man, that been following Big Waves for the last couple of years know how hard he been on his team. Pause. I've
Oh
been
yeah,
on.
yeah, you have.
I have been having these niggas in a fucking headlock, like literally because of how inconsistent that we've been. So I know what the fuck y'all are talking about. I am not crowning us anything right now. I am not saying that we are sitting here. We have hit the fucking switch, and now we're a fucking Super Bowl about to go on a Super Bowl run. That's not what I said. I said beginning to turn a corner. Beginning to turn a corner, meaning that you haven't turned the corner yet. You're beginning to turn a corner. You're
He
starting
didn't
to
say
see.
that.
You can see the curve. You can see it, and how do I see it? Is because how you're handling certain situations now. You saw it at the end of last season when we went on the run that we went on at the end of last season. You're starting to see that type of play resurface where in games, even when you get down, I'm giving you examples. Even when you got down 17-0 last week, the old Panthers that we've consistently seen would have never came back from that. We would have never came back from a 17-0 team no matter who the fuck we played. I can say that
That's
shit
true.
on this motherfucker with a goddamn confidence. The Panthers that we've been seeing would have never done that. So the fact that they did that and weathered the storm and came back to win the game, not just fought your way back, but you came back to get a win. That shows me that you are starting to be able to understand the moments or today where you were able to go back and forth with the number one offense in the league. This was the number one. Dallas was the number one offense in the league coming into this game. People see people
Yep.
people want to talk football, but don't really know football. You know Carolina Panthers, but you don't know NFL. The Cowboys were the number one offense coming into the league. I knew
But
that they
what
were.
are they also?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me finish. You against that, you had to answer for every time that Dallas scored. You responded. Every time that they scored points, we came down and scored points. We never done that. We never even came close to the ability to be able to do that. And you also have to remember you're missing two starters on the O line. Your guard that you're paying $100 million to, and your center who's your most who's been one of your most consistent pieces on the line. You're missing both of those. And Bryce Young hasn't been hit a lot. He hasn't been beat up a lot. And yes, he's went against some very bad fucking defenses. But look at how they're
Ranked
handling the
28.
moments now. Look at how they're handling the moments. The old Panthers wouldn't give a fuck if it was a bad defense or not. They still would have lost. This team is starting to, a fire is starting to spark. I'm not saying that we are fucking about to go to the moon. I'm not saying that shit. I'm not dumb enough or naive enough to know that. They call me, mute your mic up. This
Oh,
this is
sorry.
this, this is a motherfucking team that would in the past roll over in all of these situations. Look how Dallas has done us in the past. Their defense wasn't that great last year. Bro, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
tell motherfuckers, like,
no.
keep it 100, bro. The Panthers are handling situations better, which is why I said that they're beginning to turn a corner. The shit that Dave Canales, I see it in the post game conversations. I see it in the locker room talk. This team is starting to believe in Canales. They're starting to believe in him. This I don't give a fuck about how bad Dallas lost defense was. This was a fucking signature win today. This was a signature fucking win for several reasons. Number one, for the fucking city. What this win today did for the city of fucking Charlotte, y'all have no fucking idea. This city is fucking home of the Cowboys. There's a humongous Dallas presence in the fucking Charlotte area. Nigga, I would even go on the record and say there's more Cowboy fans here than it is Panther fans here. I would honestly say that, and I've been here my whole fucking life. I would know. So think about what this win did for the city's confidence. And y'all already fucking know. When the city start backing the team, we go on Super Bowl runs. When the city believes, we go on Super Bowl runs. All the Panthers need to keep doing right now is keep winning these moments. Show the fan base that you're moving in the right direction. That's all that I've ever wanted to see. Anybody that has followed me knows that's all that I wanted to see, is to actually show steps that you're progressing. These last 2 wins show me that you're progressing because you wasn't able to stop the run. The last 2 weeks, you've been one of the top run-stopping defenses in the league. Yes, we've given up some explosive plays in the secondary, but progress has been made, and you have to keep building on it. If you go and beat the New York Jets and you go win 3 games in a row, that's already progression more than what the fuck you've seen over the last couple of years. You've already seen that's progression. That's moving in the right direction. The defense is not going to be fixed this season. There's too many holes. You still have to build that side of the ball. All of the resources has went into the offense, and the defense has lacked because of that. All of the offseason resources has went into building offense for Bryce Young. You have a number 1 wide receiver, something that you have not had in forever. You haven't had a true number 1 wide receiver since DJ Moore. You haven't had one. And not only do I think that you have a number 1 wide receiver, you may have stumbled on one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. This kid has that type of potential, bro. He has that type of potential because his skills and what he's showing every week, his route running abilities, that route that he put on the safety to catch that first touchdown where he got him to bite inside, then went out, pause for the immature niggas. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that nigga is number 1. You've hit on him. You hit on that motherfucker, bro. That is a legit number 1 wide receiver. And if Jimmy Horn, who I think right now, until Coker comes back, which Coker probably will be back next week, he was close to playing this week. If you can get Coker back to, it's going to take him a couple games for him to get in shape and get back into playing shape. But I'm telling you, all I want to see is steps in the right direction. That's all that I fucking wanted to see.
Hey, somebody mute up. Somebody mute up, man. Can't hear the boy Wavez.
Carl
My
D.
bad, that was me.
Yeah, mute up, Carl D. Listen, you're making progression in the right direction. Canales, when he was coming into these press conferences, pause for the immature niggas out there. I'm about to stop saying that shit. Y'all motherfuckers, look, I ain't no chap, man. I'm a grown ass fucking man. Fuck it. If it's really off, if it's really wild, then I'll say pause. But if it's something that just I ain't gonna say it. And y'all motherfuckers can say whatever. But anyway, I'm seeing a team, and then you have to remember something too, my guys. This team is young as fuck. This team is young. This is a young football team. You really don't have veterans on this team like that, bro. Even the veterans, they've only been in the league 4 to 5 years. Like, for real, bro. Like, you're lacking veteranship on this team, especially offensively. Especially offensively. You're missing veteranship there. Taylor Moton is really your biggest veteran that you have on the offense. Outside of that, you have no veteranship at the skill positions. Hunter Winthrow, I mean, he's been in the league for a couple of years, but hell, even his career was cut short by the issues he was having health-wise.
You still had a vet Moore, wide receiver Moore.
I mean,
he's a veteran.
David Moore, but I mean, he's worn every NFL jersey. Yeah, he is a veteran, but I'm talking about a starting veteran. You don't have no starting veterans. You have young boys at every position that you're playing.
We traded our starting veteran.
But that's what I'm talking. But that's what makes
it up.
That's what makes even what's happening right now, what's happening these last 2 weeks, making it even more impressive. And then you have to remember this: you even have a young head coach. Your head coach doesn't even have experience. Remember that. Your GM barely has experience. Your owner really don't have no experience. You have a second year head coach who had no head coaching experience, barely had play calling experience, who brought in his staff that really didn't have any experience. Because remember, Ejiro has been here for the last what, 2 coaching regimes? He's been here. So you really think about what your back's against the fucking wall. The Panthers' backs are against the fucking wall. Your number one wide weapon on offense is a rookie. He's a rookie. Think about how our backs are against the fucking wall, bro. Everything about us is less talented that we are than other teams, even though we're playing better than a lot of teams in the league. Like, no, we're not as bad as the Titans. No, we're not as bad as the Jets. No, we're not as bad as the Dolphins or, some of these teams in the league. We're not that bad this year, but we still are a team that don't have respect. We're still a team that's growing. We're still a team in the midst of a rebuild. So, no, I'm not fucking dumb, motherfuckers. I understand who we are. I understand that we could go right now to the Jets next week and get beat by 30 by the Jets. That's some Carolina Panthers shit for real. I know that. I'm not dumb. I understand that. I know that we can very much go next week and get fucking beat by the Jets and give them their first win. That would be some typical Carolina Panthers shit to do, and I would not be fucking surprised by it. But what I'm saying is that if you paid attention to the end of last season and you saw the run that Bryce made and the team made as overall, you saw steps in the right direction. We started the season on a bad note this year. Call it what you want. We started the season on a bad note, but we saved ourselves from spiraling. We saved ourselves from spiraling, something that the Panthers have not been capable of doing for the last 4 to 5 years. You've saved yourself from the season spiraling. To be 500 through the first 6 weeks for us, that shit is like hitting the fucking lottery. That's how bad we've been. Understand that. To be 500 right now is a fucking landmark of the season. It is a fucking landmark. Again, and then you think about how you won those games. All of our wins that we had were still games that we had to go out there and win. Remember, we were down against the Dolphins by 17, 3 scores. We were down 3 scores against them. We fought our way back. That's a sign. That is a sign that you cannot miss because that shows resiliency. That's what that shows. Remember, you're building this thing brick by brick. So you have to instill certain shit on certain levels. Resiliency is a big step in those bricks. It's one of the biggest bricks. Pause. But having that, building that foundation on that shit can win you fucking football games. Having your team believe in the quarterback. You have not seen anybody on this team talk bad about Bryce Young, bro. Nobody's taking a shot at him. So it shows that the locker room is together. Even when we were 1-3 and everybody in that locker room could have said, this is the same fucking movie that we've seen 100 times. The guys that have been here probably were letting that creep into their minds. Remember that. Last week, you showed last week resiliency and you showed the ability to finish. Something that we have not been able to do. Meaning that when you make a comeback, you can close the fucking game. That's how you build this team. You need moral victories like that to start becoming more consistent. Once those become more consistent, the wins will start to follow. Because now you're able to handle moments and you have a young team. Think about it. If we've hit on this young core, which it's starting to look like it, but you have a legit number one in Tech, Bryce Young doesn't need to be Superman. He does not need to be Superman. He does not have to go out there and try to carry the whole team. We can't put him in those kind of positions because that's not who he is. That's not who he is. But he's a quarterback smart enough to make the right decisions. And he's a quarterback athletic enough to escape when everything goes to hell. That's all we need him to be. Smart enough to make the right decisions, athletic enough to get the fuck out of the pocket when everything goes. He can do both of those. And he's starting to show y'all that he can do both of those consistently. We're going to have to live with some turnovers. He's going to turn the ball over. He's going to make a mistake here and there. You're going to have to live with that. But that's a part of the growing process. Year 3, everybody doesn't get it as quick as Jaden Daniels. Everybody doesn't get it as quick as Joe Burrow. Everybody doesn't get it as quick as Josh Allen or Lamar or all these top quarterbacks in the NFL. He came to the worst situation that you could come to in the NFL at the time. He's going to take time. We're going to have to live with it, but also, he's also showing that he's durable. He's not missing time. He's not missing time. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx him. But he's showing durability, something that was the biggest question of his fucking career. That was the biggest fucking question of his career. Was he going to be durable? Was he going to last? That was the biggest question of his career because of his size and the questions about his size. Everybody questioned that shit. But he's showing you that he can play at this level and his body can hold up to this NFL game. I'm telling y'all, man, you win next week. You fucking win next week against the worst team in the NFL. That's who you're about to go against. You beat that football team. You have 2 tough games after that. I think that those 2 games are really going to let you know where you are in your development. At home against the Bills, on the road in Green Bay, those 2 games are going to tell you where you are. If you play the Bills tough at home and it comes down to a field goal, you have the respect of the NFL. If even if you lose that game, you beat the Jets and then you lose to them, now you're still back at 500. Now you're 4-4 after the next 2 weeks. You're back at 500. 4-4 heading into Lambeau. If you beat Green Bay in Lambeau, you have an opportunity to make a run. You have an opportunity to make a run because the games after that are very much winnable games. If you lose at home to the Bills and you go on the road and beat Green Bay, which I think that that's how it has to play out. But if you beat both of them, you may be further along in your fucking development than you think you are. Don't let the fucking Panthers fuck around and beat Buffalo and beat Green Bay. If you do that, you may be further along than what the fuck you think you are. That's all I'm gonna say. I appreciate everybody coming out, man. Life is just fucking Wade podcast, yo. Look, everybody that pulled up, Nigga Nation, Carl D, Christian. Appreciate everybody, man. That Omar pulled up at the beginning of this shit, man. Look, if you're new to the fucking channel and you love the content, man, make sure y'all fucking like the video, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Trying to get your boy on that road to 1K. Should have been at 1K a long time ago, but the consistency. But we back now, baby. We are fucking back. Look, 500 football team, 500. You're going to play the worst team in the NFL next week. I think you're 4-3 heading into week 7. I will say this, but I would not be surprised. I would not be fucking surprised if the Panthers do some Panther shit next week and lose to the Jets.
Oh God, I hope not.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not cursing us, but I have to save it to cover my ass. Pause. I have to say that because I would not be surprised if that happened. That's all I'm gonna say. But look, man, hey, I'm up out of here, bro. Appreciate everybody, man. Shout out to everybody again that pull up to the channel, man, showing the love. Listen, if you want to support the boy, the Cash App is in the comment section, man. Scroll up. Any donations is greatly appreciated. Y'all know I fuck with you. Even if we got 1 or 15, 25 motherfucking people in here, I'm gonna put on a goddamn show for y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. Life is just a wave. Look, everybody celebrate. Turn the fuck up. Goddamn, go get you some pussy tonight. Whatever.